say hi to the camera, Jacob.
So what are we here for? What are we here for?
Hashtag is BERSIH 4. You can also put BERSIH Melbourne if you like. BERSIH 4.
For my civil rights, all of you, 2,000 of you, professional refugees. The doctors, accountants, engineers, we feel like refugees. BERSIH was never about changing the government or toppling the government. It was never about toppling the government, and it still isn't. BERSIH is about emboldening you and I. And what are we doing now? We are out here. 20 years ago, would you have done this? So how dare they say BERSIH has not achieved anything? It becomes a moral responsibility to speak up against injustice. It is a moral responsibility. And that's why, my friends, we all gathered here today. That's why you are gathered here today.
Think about this. The Prime Minister doubling up as the Finance Minister. What does that show you? It's like making the Dracula in charge of the blood bank. It's like the vampire is in charge of blood bank. Definitely tidak bersih. Together we can make a difference.
Sue Bolton, Moreland City Councillor, to come and tell us a few things.
An attack on democracy and injustice in any country is an attack on democracy and injustice for everyone in the world. oppressive and reactionary government and corrupt government learns from other reactionary and corrupt governments. They support each other. And that means that the Malaysian government gives courage and confidence to other governments that are doing similar things to the Malaysian government. And I remember BERSIH 1. And I remember the Malaysian government using all sorts of tricks to try and stop people mobilising for BERSIH 1. They arrested lots of people. They tried to use the Internal Security Act. And they said that the protest wouldn't go ahead. But guess what? Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands came out. The government was forced to allow the protest to go ahead. What that shows is Malaysian people, the ordinary people of Malaysia that aren't corrupt, that don't have an interest in the corrupt system, are capable of taking on the government. And the fact that we're at BERSIH 4 shouldn't be a reason to despair, because usually the struggle for justice and democracy doesn't win just with one protest. You usually have to keep mobilising, keep bringing people together, keep people's morale up for change, because usually what happens is you end up with lots of little victories, and you might not win every time. You end up with lots of little victories and some setbacks, but all of those little victories are the ones that help you win the big victory and overturn the system. You have to change the system that allows the corruption. And then the ruling powers use every trick in the book to demoralise people. They they use their money, they bribe, they use the media, they use the police to intimidate people, and then they try and convince people that it's impossible to achieve change. They try and divide up racial groups, ethnic groups, religious groups. We have to have maximum unity. We have to have a multiracial struggle, women and men, young and old, everybody united. And then it is absolutely possible to win. Victory to BERSIH!